Hey guys, Harley from Cricket Fanatics magazine here, and today we're going to continue on lockdown, the series that we have started recently, where we actually chat to some cricketers and ask them about their time on lockdown, of course, and obviously get some inside stories into what their life has been like, what their careers have been like, etc. Today we're going to be joined by Sibs Makhanya. Now, Makhanya has been an all-rounder. He's an all-rounder, and he's been around the game for quite some time. He recently made the move over from the Dolphins to the Titans, so it's a massive move for him, new adventure for him. It's an opportunity that will obviously give him a lot of confidence going forward for his career, etc. So I'm going to get him on and have a conversation with him. So I hope you guys enjoy the segment. How's it, Subs?
How are you, brother?
Good and you, man. Good to see you
I'm
again.
good, thanks. Yeah. It's good to be seen, eh?
Yeah, yeah. So, tell me, what's it been like, man? How you been?
I've been all right, eh? I think for me it's a little bit of much needed family time. So I'm getting to spend a lot of time with the family, so which is it's a positive thing.
And lockdown for you guys as cricketers, obviously, I've asked that question a lot. What do you
Yeah.
guys do now that you have this lockdown? How do you stay fit? How do you stay cricket sharp, or your cricket skills? How do you keep it sharp?
I mean, cricket skills wise, I think things are very limited. It
Mm.
does help that I think it's off season now, so I don't think our skills are required anytime soon. But I guess it's just your fitness, your training, your home gym sessions, and just doing some fun workouts and exercises. And I'm sure a lot of guys, I know athletes are always trying to challenge their bodies,
Mm.
and we're always trying to get beach bodies. So I think this is the best time to just focus on that and just spend some time with the family.
So obviously, I don't know if you saw yesterday, Temba came out with an amazing video. We posted it on our platform as well, giving some great advice to especially the kids in the townships that don't really have that information out there to help them actually stay fit, stay focused, stay healthy, etc. Do you have any tips for fellow cricketers, young aspiring cricketers, and especially youngsters in the townships that are trying to stay safe and healthy?
I think it's just like Temba was saying, it's just within trusting the president and following the instructions. I think that's the best thing we can do as citizens right now. And I think the biggest thing is to always keep washing your hands and always keep what's going on in the comments there. Can I have your number? Sorry. Yeah, and just to keep on washing your hands and staying safe and just learning about social distancing and
Mm.
cleanliness. I think moving forward, this is going to be a good exercise for teaching a whole lot of us about being clean and keeping good hygiene.
Yeah. So I want to know a little bit more about you. For those out
Yeah.
there that don't know, can you maybe give us a little bit of your background, how cricket started for you, etc.?
Um, well, cricket started. Well, I started playing cricket when I was 10 years old. Um, Grew up in a place called Verulam. That's in Durban, very close to the airport. Very highly Indian populated area. And yeah, we just used to play cricket in primary school at lunch breaks all the time. And I first started off just watching, and then I got involved. And then, like a lot of cricketers, we play Baker's mini cricket. And then from there on, I joined the club. And then, yeah, I never looked back from there on. I think moving up the ranks, played for KZN under 11 all the way up to under 19, and here I am today.
Mm. And the mini cricket program, because obviously a lot of people speak about how we can improve in South African cricket and how grassroots levels is very important. I recently went to that mini cricket festival at Newlands. I was really
Mm.
taken aback by it. The amount of people that were there, it was over 1,000 kids. It was quite busy. It was rocking. Those type of things, especially KFC mini cricket. What do you feel that does for you, for young kids, and is it a great opportunity? Is that where grassroots level cricket starts?
Yeah, I think it's a great initiative. I think for me, it exposed me to the competitiveness of the game. But the biggest thing was that it was just fun. I think it grows the fun element and the passion for the game. And I think that's where like everything started clicking for me, or where the fire started burning. I know I was still quite young, but I enjoyed quite the competitiveness, playing against other schools, and just having fun out there. And I know there's no boundaries, so it was quite tough. You know, you run all your runs, so it's quite cool. It's a lot of fun, and it's a good workout for young kids.
A lot of people might not know that you have a special roomie that you have. Andile used to room with you. Is he still doing so? And there's a question here from United Cricket Club where you're asking how's that related to Andile.
No, not anymore. Well, I've moved back home with my family since I'm going to be moving to Pretoria quite soon, and he's moved out from where we used to stay. Now he lives in a place called the Makhanya Rocks, and
Okay, yes.
he's living
Wow.
the rockstar life there.
Yeah, that is a quite a lifestyle life. I love that that is what's it called, the park there where you can go swim and the slides and stuff like that, etc. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I've been there before. It's quite cool. So the switch, moving from the Dolphins, who you've been with for quite some time, and now moving over to the big dogs, they call them, the Titans, a massive franchise, known for producing or having a lot of Proteas players, etc. Let's start with the reason for your move. Like, what was the motivation?
Um, I think generally I felt like, well, it's something I've been feeling for a while, and having chatted to a lot of people, and the advice I've been given is my career might need the move, and it's something I've neglected for a long time. And I thought, what, everything's fine in Durban. I'll just keep going. And I think the older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing that what, you're not going to have all the time in the world, so I might as well maximize on the opportunities that I have now. And I think it may have took a bit of I think the contract negotiation time gave me that bit of that wake up call where things didn't go so well in Durban, and then I thought I had to look, and I had to sit down and think, what's the best possible move forward for my cricket. And I thought maybe challenging myself in a tougher environment up in Pretoria, with the rich history they have of producing cricketers up there. And I think it's not always a bad idea batting up in the Highveld.
Mm.
So I think all of those things sort of came into play when I made the decision. I just want to challenge myself just to grow as a batter, just to go out there and bat and get the maximum opportunity to do that. Where also I felt in Durban I was starting to become a bit boxed as a cricketer. The guy that's just gonna bat at six and bowl you 1 or 2 overs. Where I felt
Yeah.
maybe a different environment might give me that new feel into my cricket.
Yeah, with the amount of movement that is happening in the domestic scene, like just from my perspective, it's almost like every single team is almost starting on a fresh. It's
Yeah.
like pressing the reset button over there. Like at the Titans, there's a lot of youngsters in that side now. Obviously, Tando Ntini moving over. It's a guy that you know very well, obviously, with your time
Yeah.
at the Paul Rocks, of course. And um, tell me a little bit about your relationship with Tando. Now you've built that relationship so far, like with him, and are you
Yeah.
looking forward to obviously continuing that at the Titans?
Yeah, I mean, Tando, we started in National Academy together. And actually, no, before that, when I was at the Cape Town Blitz, Tando used to come and bowl to us in the nets. And,
Mm.
he was always that guy. What can I improve on? He's young and energetic, and,
Yeah.
he's always around and buzzing. And then he was with me at National Academy. We spent quite a lot of time together there, and we kind of had this relationship where he was like a younger brother to me.
Mm.
He reminded me of like myself when I was younger, because he's like quite buzzy and quite lifestyle. Life's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we went to Paul Rocks, and we spent a month, 2 months together, and I think things just kicked on from there. We've been in contact almost, I wouldn't say every day, but every time we get a chance to chat. And yeah, I think our bond's grown quite close, and I think it's a good one.
Yeah, that obviously Paul Rocks. I mean, champions obviously, and such a I would say a small stadium. The crowd is unbelievable. I saw the support over there. That's what really took me aback. I was so happy actually that the final, not because I'm from Cape Town, but more from the perspective that the stadium, the crowd, and the support over there at Paul is unbelievable. What was your experience like with the Paul Rocks and obviously lifting that trophy, etc.
It was great. It was something I've never experienced before in my career. The fans are so passionate. The people of Paul, just everywhere you go, like the way the people supported you, the way they uplifted you, and it almost gave you that sense of responsibility, where you almost felt as if you're responsible for all the people of Paul's happiness and joy and all of that stuff. And that kind of gave our team that extra kick, just knowing that we're playing for more than ourselves. We're playing for the people of Paul, small area that doesn't get that much of attention, and we
Yeah.
get to put the light on them, and that was quite cool. Um, what wasn't so cool was when I started dropping those catches. Uh, I
Yeah,
mean, the
I caught a
crowd
few of them
had me
quite people
every
are lying
single
in front
chance
of
they
me.
could. Eh?
I caught some of them like lying in front of me. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and the Paul faithfuls, the supporters, they let you know about your mistakes, and they're very honest supporters. So yeah, I got my fair share, and I experienced both sides of the support.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about the lockdown. Obviously, we'll have more time. All of us have more time on our hands. What sort of things do you get up to? Yesterday, I spoke to Eddie Moore. He spoke about the fact that he likes to watch some Netflix a lot more than he used to, play some PlayStation, some Fortnite. What do you get up to during this period now?
Well, I pretty much just do the standard. I work out. I watch a lot of movies on Netflix. YouTube, a lot of music and some Kevin Hart. I recently got into TikTok, so I'm enjoying making some TikTok videos, which is quite
Okay.
cool. Yeah, and just the standard. Mom's always got me cleaning around the house,
Yeah.
washing the cars, doing the standard things, and also the most important thing. I'm finally getting to spend a lot of time with my family, which I never get to
Mm.
see throughout the year. So that's quite cool.
Yeah, Kevin's amazing. A
Yeah,
really
he's
inspirational story. Eh? Like, yo, one of my favorite comedians, guy.
nah, he's really good.
Like,
He gets me going.
even recently with what he's been going through, eh, with that whole accident that happened and him recovering the way he has so
Yeah,
strongly, it's an inspirational story for many.
it's been
Talking
amazing.
about
Yeah.
inspirational stories and role models, who are some of the guys currently that you look up to? It doesn't necessarily have to be a sportsman or cricketer. Bonga spoke about Kanye West, which I found a bit apart. I was like,
Yeah.
really, Bonga? So I was like,
Kanye
yeah.
West. Yeah. Um. Wow. No one really. Um. Man, I just try and find little bits and pieces from everyone. To be honest, I never really um put anyone on the number one position. I mean, there's a whole lot of people in this world doing amazing things, and I just try to pick up one thing everywhere I go from each person that kind of sort of can impact my life in a positive way. And I think, like for me, it's not always about the big names, the Kanye Wests, the A.B. de Villiers, the Steve Smiths, the Cristiano Ronaldo's. I find little things from normal human beings. My father, people's dads, normal people that we live every day with, people that play semi-pro cricket. There's a lot of people that like have amazing mindsets to life and just the way they look at things and how they can break down situations. So for me, like I think it's that topic is quite interesting because I think a lot of people in this world have these great values. Some of them never get to showcase them to everyone in the world, and some of them do.
Yeah, you can learn from many people. Like, I mean, even in the journalism field as well, we take inspirational stories from other guys in other industries too, that really transcend the genre, transcend obviously the industry, etc. So You can
Yeah.
always learn from other people. It's quite unbelievable. I wanted to ask you another one. Is that what was your time like with Cal at the Rocks? He's quite a fan favorite on Cricket Fanatics Mag. What is it
Yeah.
like to actually be in the team with him? Obviously at the Blitz as well. What's he like?
Oh, Carl's funny. He's very, very funny. He's got a dry sense of humor. He's just got a way of making you laugh without even trying. Like, he's just being normal and it's just funny. I mean, the cool thing is that, like, he still hasn't changed from, like, I think the first time I met Kyle, we were playing under 19 together. We actually went to Bangladesh together. And
Hmm.
he is still the same Kyle from there and he is now. And it's just great to see how he's grown in his cricket. And
Yeah.
yeah, he's just an interesting character. It's someone you'd want to always have around. Very funny,
Yeah.
very friendly, very outgoing. People say he's a real one. Keeps it 100. That's what they say in the slang. But yeah, he's really, really cool. Very good to have around.
Any interesting stories from that Bangladesh tour? I think Carl spoke about something about the plane where they had to load bricks on it or something like that. Is there any interesting stories from your time on Bangladesh?
I'm trying to think if there's anything interesting in Bangladesh. Wow, probably one of the worst trips of my life. But um,
Why so?
well, Bangladesh, I ended up in hospital.
Oh,
I got
flip.
food poisoning, and I got like police escort to the hospital. And I'm like there lying in bed, and there's like soldiers in my room looking after me. So it was like
Sure.
it's like an interesting experience. I ended up chatting to one of the soldiers, and he just gave me his whole like life story and how he loves cricket and what it is like to be there and to survive and what it's like for him to sort of kind of look after one of the South African cricket players. It's quite cool just to connect with people. But Bangladesh, in all, it was a tough trip. I think for all the players. We didn't do so well there.
Mm.
But yeah, it was quite cool. I remember it was myself, Lungi, and Rivaldo Munsami who were always at the back of the bus, listening to tunes and bringing the vibes there. That's I think one of the coolest parts of Bangladesh. Otherwise, it was hot. All we did was play cricket and stay in the hotels. Yeah, it was.
So does it
It was
does it inspire you to see? Because you're friends with a lot of the guys that moved up to the Proteas now. Like obviously you know about Ndile, Lungi. You spoke about.
yeah.
How does that inspire you going forward?
Um, I mean, it's very inspiring and it's great to see. I mean, people around you are achieving um, a lot of amazing things, which means success is not so far from all of us.
Mm.
I'm a very big believer in timing. It's not all gonna happen for us at the same time. I mean, it may take longer for others, it may come quicker for some. And I think for me, it's I'm taking the road where I got to learn my craft and got get to understand my game and myself, and that's the cards I've been dealt with, and I'm happy with it. I mean, the journey is an interesting one, and I think it's a privilege to walk the journey, the ups and downs of cricket, um, going up into teams, getting dropped, watching people go up, succeeding, um, being ranked up in the world. And it's just the journey is just amazing. I mean, it's something I wish I could share with everyone, but I guess we're not all blessed with the gifts of playing professional cricket. But I guess you learn so much about life and yourself and people. But yeah, I am going on a bit chair. But I think it's amazing just to see guys go out there, reach their dreams. Like some guys go from playing semi-pro cricket within a year they're
Yeah,
playing for the coaches, if you know what I mean. So things
yeah.
can happen if you believe and you're in the right place at the right time and you just do what you got to do. I mean, it's just
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
amazing. It's inspirational.
yeah. Some people prefer the slower rise. Some
Yeah.
people prefer the fast lifestyle, but I
I
mean,
mean,
someone
like a
like
lot
us,
of
you can't just
people,
listen.
a lot of people will like wish for what they have, but they might not be able to handle what it comes with, if you know what I mean. I mean, there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of eyes on you, and you just got to keep producing the goods. And sometimes you just might not be ready. You might want the break now and you get it. And then you're going to play 2 games for South Africa, and then that's you. You get there and then you don't do well. I remember we played a game in the Mzansi Super League, and I don't think I didn't do well. So there's a few of us in the team that were quite like spiritual. So we spoke about God and all of that stuff. And Mangi came to me and is like, you know what? I think out of the 22 people on the field, if not all 22, or maybe 20 people prayed and asked God for something,
Oh,
you know, God can't give us all at the same time. You know, someone's got to lose and someone's got to win, if you know what I mean. So that's what life is like ultimately. You know, you just got to position yourself and hopefully the blessings come down. And you know, if they don't, you know, it gets onto somebody else. So yeah,
yeah, I think you learn more from the obstacles than actually from succeeding really.
100%.
A lot of people
Yeah,
have gone through a lot of tough things. I mean, my journey to here as well has been quite difficult to actually
yeah,
start up this thing and start from fresh. So
from
it's quite
fresh.
you guys inspire us as well to obviously succeed in what we're doing too.
Yeah,
So
100%.
yeah, let's sign off with maybe tell me a little bit about your goals this season, the next season, obviously, with your new venture. And maybe just sign off by giving a message to the fans that obviously support you.
Yeah, I think my goals are very simple. I think one of my main goals, it's been for the last year, something I've been working on, and something I really want to nail down this coming season is just my consistency in performances. I think I've got some time now to adjust up to the culture up in Pretoria and see how things work. But my biggest thing when I'm there, when I'm playing, whoever I'm playing for, is just consistency in performance, and also challenging myself to be consistent as a person and understanding that you know performance doesn't dictate whether you should be happy or sad, whether you should be talking to people or not. I think a lot of players actually struggle with that. Like, you know, when guys are performing, people are different. They're excited, they're bubbling, they're buzzing, you know, they're great. And then when they're not performing so well, we get into our shells a bit. And this is a tough sport that we play, you know. They say you succeed 30% of the time or something. So it's very key to stay quite consistent as a person, and that's something I'm challenging myself moving forward. If I am going to go the long way with this cricketing career, I know we've got family. I'm engaged. Some people have kids. So regardless of whether you get a five or you get 100 or you get a duck or nothing, you still got to go home and be a son, a husband, a boyfriend, or a father. So I think those are the main things. And now I think going up to the season, I think I'd maybe challenge people. I think we've got this time at home. I think challenge people to focus on their mental games. I know a lot of people say, yeah, cricket's more a mental game than a skill, which is true, but but then we don't give our mental side of the game enough attention. So we always say it's more mental than physical, but we still go out and hit a lot of balls and bowl a lot of balls. But we don't spend enough time thinking about the game on the inside, thinking about how you feel, and what's going to get you going, get you clicking. So I'd like to challenge a lot of athletes in general to not shy away from seeing psychologists and learning to understand their thoughts and the way they think, and what's going to get them going.
Yeah, the mental side is very important, obviously. Tariq actually asked you a question there. How's your Afrikaans? Going to the high felt in Pretoria.
my, my Afrikaans is quite sketchy. I learned a few things when I was in Paul. Hopefully those basics will carry me for the first couple of months, but I am going to be working on my Afrikaans, and hopefully the next time we chat, I'll have a few phrases for you.
Okay, awesome. So, guys that just joined us, we are going to take this interview. Sub spoke about a lot of things, obviously MSL, going to the Titans, etc., his career, etc. We are going to download this video and put it on our YouTube channel, and of course as well on our website, and we will share it to the rest of the platform. So if you guys missed out, you will be able to watch it back. Thanks a lot, Sibs, for this whole conversation. It was awesome. And I'll speak to
Nah,
you
thanks for
again.
the chat, brother. Have a good one.
No
Enjoy
problem.
quarantine.
Yeah, you too, bro. Okay.
Cheers.
Check you.